Coffee Lab. Advent calendar running a bit late, as usual. What's new? Smoking, well, vaping the last of this little bit of divine jelly that I've got here today. I'm about to pack up a bowl in the screwball, and then we'll get straight into the coffee. I've already had 2 coffees this morning, but can always have a third, fourth, and fifth. I finished off yesterday's coffee. It was okay. I still feel that a 5 is fine. It's perfectly middle of the road. Definitely had better in the advent calendar so far, and definitely had worse. I would say so far, I think, either number 1, the dried cherry raw honey papaya, or number 4, the rose cranberry milk chocolate and plum has been my favourite so far. So the vape is nice and heated up. I'm about to put the wand on top. I'm still using the whip attachment because I just find that it's a lot easier whilst I'm on stream to smoke through the whip attachment than it is to use the glass mouthpiece, so that I'm not bending down constantly. Everything is always in my way. I don't know why I try and set up like half an hour earlier, but absolutely does not get done ever. So whilst that is heating up for a second, today's is, if you've been on my Instagram or you've seen my community tab, it's a snowman. Now I think this looks really, really cool. That's cute. It's like a skeleton snowman, which I think looks sick. And then of course number 6 on the back. I'm not a fan of this font. I haven't mentioned it until today, but I'm not a fan of the font used on the numbers. I don't know if it's supposed to look like gothic or whatever, but I don't particularly like it. And I have noticed as well, I don't know if it's been every single day, but I'm sure yesterday the language around it was German. I'm not sure what language that is, but it's a different language every day as far as I'm concerned. I could be wrong. I need to go back and check, but that's something that I've noticed. So I'm going to go ahead and take a hit off the vape, and then we will grind up the coffee, get the coffee notes, and then drink a cup of coffee. I'm so tired today, I'm not gonna lie. I woke up at 4 AM, but like, what's new? I couldn't get back to sleep, so I ended up getting up at like 7:30. So I was pretty much awake for 4, 5, 6, 7, like 3.5 hours before I decided, fuck this, I'm actually just gonna get up. I got Benji up out of his crate. He literally rolled over onto his back and he was like, no, Dad, no, I don't want to get up. He jumped straight on the sofa. Did not want to go out for a piss, I don't blame him. It's cold today and it keeps raining off and on. I'm impressed with how this is holding up. I think it's been like 3 sessions on this now, and the tubing does not look yellow yet, in my opinion. There's not even any build-up or anything around the actual connector. So this has been holding up pretty nicely. But as soon as it gets yellow, I know I keep saying this on every stream, but I don't know how I'm going to clean it. I did find out yesterday when doing some research, these cards, not these ones because these are the coffee ones, these pack of playing cards that you got free is a collaboration between Bicycle, which is the name of the company. I'm not sure, I think they make playing cards. I'm not sure if the company is based solely around playing cards or not, but I know that they make playing cards. So they teamed up with Onyx, and behind this is because you're supposed to share this advent calendar with the people that you love. Now, I don't love anybody, so I'm not sharing it. But it said on the website or somewhere that I was reading, you get like 3 to 4 cups of coffee, and you're supposed to share it with your family, and you're supposed to sit around having your morning coffee or your afternoon coffee, and I've lost a pack of cards. And you're supposed to play a card game whilst you're drinking your coffee, which I think is actually quite cool when you think about it like that. But when you're me, and you're drinking 4 cups of coffee to the face, smoking a bunch of weed, I think I'm going to learn a card trick. Not on this stream. I'm going to go away and learn a card trick, and I might show you it tomorrow. Or it might take me a couple of days, I don't know. Right, so I'm going to open the beans, and I'm going to smell it, see if I can pick out any notes in the whole beans. That's interesting. I'm going to empty them straight into the bowl. Give it a quick wipe out. Pour the beans into here. I don't know if that's fruity. It's not necessarily. Maybe a little bit zesty, maybe floral. Maybe like fruity, almost strawberry-ish, or some kind of mixed berry in there. I'm not sure about that one. Yo, Samjack, Lucas, have you ever tried Ethiopian coffee? Yes, I have tried Ethiopian coffee before. I can't name anything about it, but yes, I've definitely tried Ethiopian coffee. None of these cards say Ethiopia. That one's Colombia. It's not Kenya, Uganda. Oh, yesterday's coffee was Ethiopian. So yesterday's coffee we had Framley, baked apple, Earl Grey, baker's chocolate and berries. That one was a joyful gathering and the legacy behind one of Ethiopia's most storied estates. So the estate that this coffee came from yesterday is Ethiopian. It was mid, in my opinion. I have probably had better Ethiopian coffees, but that one, just for what it wasn't bad, it wasn't great, it was just a coffee, in my opinion. What have I done with my grinder? I'm going to grind these beans now, so prepare your ears for a second. Yeah, I don't know if I like that smell. Maybe I might have been wrong. It smells fruity to me. There's a tang to it that is unpleasant. It might be apple. Slightly acidic. I don't know about that. I feel like it might be fruity, acidic. It's a lighter roast than yesterday, or at least it looks to be a lighter roast than yesterday. I don't know if I can move past that sort of, maybe it's not strawberry, but it's something that I don't like. So now we brew the coffee. And I actually have the AeroPress set up in front of me for once. Make sure the scoop is dry.
Keep on telling me I'm cursed. I'm paranoid. I don't want to make it any worse. First, I'm gonna take the world with me.
To put that somewhere that I'm not going to knock knock it off. And then in with coffee. Water even, not in with the coffee. And then we leave that to brew for 30 seconds and finish off this bowl. I am so overdue a haircut. My hair just looks ridiculous. I feel like this bowl's gone pretty quick today. I'm vaping at 250 instead of 230, and I feel like it's hitting a little bit nicer. Yeah, I definitely feel like we need another bowl, so I'm gonna pack that up, put the wand on top, and then whilst the bowl itself is heating up, we'll taste the coffee after we've plunged it. I just need a bigger workstation. I think that's what it is. I don't have enough space in front of me. Where's my... There it is. Whoopsie shit. I don't know why Spotify does this when I'm on my laptop. Sometimes it just won't play songs out loud, but it'll play them just to itself. I nearly put the weed in my coffee then. That would have been really fucking stupid. Okay. So we'll skip through those. Sometimes Spotify will just throw the randomest shit at you that I've never listened to before in my life. And be like, yeah, this is something that you've listened to before. Like, no, I don't think it is. But then again, everything that Spotify says I do like, it won't play out loud for some fucking reason. Get the last scrapings out of the grinder. I don't recommend doing this with your hands if you've already baked a bowl because it's hot and it's pretty dumb. Right, get this out of the way. Boom. Wand on top. Boom. And then we plunge the coffee. Right. Stir. I even have a filter ready to go, which is not like me at all. Twist. Flip. It kind of scares me a little bit when there's no resistance because I feel like it's gone through the filter, even when it hasn't sometimes. Okay, right, coffee ready, bowl ready. I have hash rosin in the Mighty and some Arabica generic coffee. Drew Sharon tested his grinder bits at 44% THC. What do you mean? Like the... Which bits? I don't understand. I forgot what I was going to say. Completely forgot what I was going to say just then. Note completely gone. Right. Oh no, that smells like some kind of berry. Maybe not strawberry, maybe like raspberry or... I Don't know about that. That doesn't smell good. I don't like that. That is not good. Alright, let's see what it is though. Before we judge the book, we will see the cover. Costa Rica Las Lajas Natural. This packet is really hard to close. Get in there. So, this is what we've got. Costa Rica Las Lajas Natural. Apparently this is cherry, milk chocolate, Concord grape and honey. I'm not getting grape at all. Maybe the berry / strawberries thing that I thought that I was getting is actually cherry. It says, from the renowned Las Lajas micromill in Costa Rica's Central Valley, this organic natural process lot, known by them as Perla Negra, showcases the pioneering spirit of Oscar and Francisca Chacon. After an earthquake-halted washing process in 2008, they embraced honey and natural methods, catalyzing a new era for Costa Rican coffee. Expect ripe berry intensity, silky texture, and a finish of vanilla dark chocolate. See, on paper that sounds like it'd be nice, but in reality it's not good. The bits that get stuck in your grind. Yeah, that makes sense if it's just, it's basically like, not hash, but I scraped my grinder clean a few weeks back and I got like a good chunk that I rolled into a little ball and smoked it, and it was pretty damn potent. So yeah, I don't doubt that it would test high. Let me get rid of this rubbish. I'm going to take one more sip of this as is, and then I'm going to top it up, because this is just not, this is not good. I feel like I'm getting the cherry now, but it's not a nice cherry. It's like, I don't really know how to describe it. There's certain types of artificial cherry that are okay, and then there's certain types of cherry that are just fucking horrible. And this is one of them that's just not very nice. It's quite bitter. I suppose maybe I'm getting the vanilla-iness, but I'm not getting any grape. I don't know about the chocolate. Maybe honey. It's not so bad watered down a bit, but nah. I feel like the coffees in this advent calendar are similar to wines. Like, they've got that sort of, like, deep berry, cherry type of flavour to it. And it's not really the type of shit that I go for in coffee. It's interesting. There's been a couple of nice ones, but just the flavour notes on them seem all like nothing I would go for. Static import hash I got was tested at 55% and prefer making it into hash rosin. When you get a chance, you should go to Amsterdam to check out hash and rosin. Yeah, I would love to. I would really love to go to Amsterdam at some point. Like, maybe next year, maybe the year after, who knows, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't have a passport for one, but it's more of a money thing. And obviously, I've got a dog now, so I can't just up and leave and fuck off. But we'll see, I would really like to. I suppose this does make the hit smoother. I say as I cough up a lung. But It just feels weird. I feel like I've got like shisha or something. It just feels really odd. I'm gonna have another go at the coffee. It's really hot today because I forgot to pre-boil the kettle. So I had to do it literally before I turned the camera on. And now it's too hot to drink. I've been thinking about getting a whip for my Mighty too. Yeah, try it out. I have a Mighty whip that I got off of Amazon. I don't think it's an official product. And it was fine, but there's like no way to clean it. So once it's dirty, it's fucked and you have to throw it away. Which is what I was saying about this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to clean this once it's dirty. It's starting to get a little bit of build up in the end there. That's just come from this bowl. But the tubing and stuff doesn't seem super dirty on the inside. I was about to skip the song, but it's practically the end of it anyway, so we'll just let it ride out. Yeah, I think I got a hit of grape then, on that. I was gonna say on that hit, on that sip. But I don't think that works for coffee. It's really weird. Such a weird flavour. Like, I genuinely cannot. I can't, like. Ugh. My nose is starting to run. I just can't put my finger on it. I do not like the smell of it. It smells horrible. Doesn't smell as bad in the cup. My brain might smell the card then, but the card's obviously not going to smell like anything. I can taste the grape in it now, I think. Now that it's like long and not just a short cup of coffee, I think I can taste the grape, whereas before, I couldn't taste the grape, but I could taste more of the cherry. Does it say? Yeah, finish of vanilla and dark chocolate. I'm not getting anything chocolatey about it, but I feel like I'm getting vanilla. And I'm not really a fan of vanilla flavoured things. Like vanilla flavoured coffee, vanilla flavoured like stouts or porters or anything like that. If it's a cake, then obviously I like it, but like dark things that are flavoured with vanilla are not really my thing. Just let me cry a little bit longer. Sa. I don't know what that means, bro. I'm a bowl and a half deep. It's been like 25 minutes nearly. And I'm feeling pretty medicated. First smoke of the day. Divine jelly. Tomorrow, probably not tomorrow. I don't know if anybody else has heard, but Montu's doing Montu have said that they're doing Sunday deliveries now. So I ordered some meds at like 7 o'clock this morning. It said if you order before 12, there's a possibility that'll come Sunday, depending on where you live. Now, technically, I live in a city, so we'll see, but I don't know whether it will come or not tomorrow. If it doesn't come tomorrow, then on Monday, it'll be after stream time, probably, because the meds usually arrive by like around 12:30, something like that. I might have to wait until they arrive before I stream. I've got the carbon fibre, big nasty carbon fibre coming. 2 pots of it for £114, which is very cheap for medical. So we'll see if it's any good. I've heard good things. I am Titan. Hello, Titan. Speeder. I don't know what that means, bro. Hello. Hello to Gerald. Okay, so this bowl is also gone. I tell a lie, I just braved out some more, babe. Okay, now it's definitely gone. So I'm going to take the wand off. And we'll really try and concentrate on this coffee because it's very... I don't want to say complex and sound like a wanker, but like... Yeah, I feel like I can taste the grape. I don't think it works in coffee. Yeah, it tastes like purple grape. Concord grapes are the purple ones, I think. I'm going to do a quick Google. Concord grape. Yeah, the big purple one. So that's it tastes like do you think of like grape flavored things, and that's the flavoring that I'm getting through the coffee, but it's also like bitter and a little bit vanilla-y and a little bit honeyish. And it's just like, if I get my mind off of the fact that it's coffee, it just kind of tastes like weird grapes. It's really not terrible, but I don't think it works personally. I'm going to go ahead and say that this might possibly be the worst one so far. I think I would rather taste black tea in my coffee than grapes. It's so weird. Like, it does not work. Nah. So,
calendar.
a what-oh? Nearly got notification played out loud by accident. What am I doing? I am all over the place, bro. My mind is so fucked. Like, I'm actually genuinely ill lately. Yesterday I felt like shit. Today I woke up and I felt like I had a hangover, even though I haven't had a drink. That's how shitty I felt. Throat hurts. My nose is dripping. Big ass spot there. Cold sore, the works. So, this... Ugh, it's just not nice. It's not nice. Costa Rica, Las Lajas Natural, day number 6 of the Onyx Coffee Labs Advent Calendar. Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. This is, gross. I will actively go on record saying I don't like this one. This one's not good. I gave it a 4 a minute ago, but I'm gonna knock it down to a 2.5. I would never choose this. I don't want this again. I'm gonna try and finish the cup, but no, this is not a good one. So, on that note, I'm gonna leave it here so I can go blow my nose. Thank you for showing up, everybody. Same time again tomorrow, 12 o'clock midday. For day number 7, we'll be 1 week deep and 17 days to go. Quick maths. So, have a good day.